A few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And, Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating, fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The talented pair of Middleton and Giannis in at forward. Holiday and Allen have guard duties, and it's Portis in at the center. And for the Pistons, we've got James Wiseman. Ivy is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Marvin Bagley, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Now, here's Cunningham. Over Allen. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Pistons.
Just showing some grown man strength there. Cunningham gifted at working through the contact.
Pass to Allen. Back to Antetokounmpo. That one wide left. Cunningham looking it over. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Cunningham's got 5.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich. The shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Giannis passes to Allen for the 3. The rebound by Ivy.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And continuing to press their advantage, they're not taking their foot off the gas.
Here's Giannis, and he makes that one.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
The Pistons have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Bogdanovich against Middleton. Here's Cunningham, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Outside Holiday. Now the pass to Middleton. Allen against Cunningham. Shoots. Rebound by the Pistons.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. He's got 9.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward, though, efficiency.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 9.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Allen. And you talk about Cade's efficiency. Greg, on a struggling team, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, without great shooters around him, he's forced into taking tough shots or turnovers. And as the team improves, though, I think the percentages should come around.
Here's Ivy after Drew Holiday's score. Over Holiday. Here's Wiseman. Bagley trying to free himself up. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Middleton left side. Portis trying to free himself. Here's Antetokounmpo. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. Really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done. And he does.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
In examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Free throw good. Giannis. And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Allen outside. Back to Giannis. The Bucks working the ball around. Holiday. And Wiseman sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
Just 4 to shoot. Fades away. And they pick up 2.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Cunningham inside. Defended by Allen. Now Wiseman. He's coming off a 22-point game against Chicago. Dishes it to Ivy. Here's Cunningham. That one doesn't go. The Bucks go the other way with it. Middleton on the wing. Here's Portis. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Ivy with the bucket. Bucks trail by 8. Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Tell you what, he's 3 of 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
Ivy passes to Bogdanovich. Now, here's Ivy. He's guarded closer. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And Portis throws it down.
Terrific find that time by Holiday. You get open, Drew will get it to you.
Pistons leading by 4. Cunningham dishes it to Wiseman. Trying to find Bagley and gets it to him.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Passes it to Portis. Pulls it from 20. Rebounded by the Pistons. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
He is the epitome of a seasoned veteran. Drew Holiday has performed at a high level no matter what uniform he's had on.
And about Drew Holiday, he's got that championship mentality.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, he established that with the Bucks, winning the title that late in your career, especially after the career he's had. It's got to feel good. I mean, by far, one of the hardest workers in the game, Drew Holiday.
He's off on the first.
You know, in the case of Drew Holiday, having two brothers in the league, I think probably is added motivation for him to excel.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Stewart's checked in for Bagley. Alec Burks comes in for Bogdanovich. Diallo's checked in for Cade Cunningham. And Hayes subbed in for Ivy. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Jay Crowder comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Joe Ingles in for Allen. Now here's Hayes. Diallo kicks to Wiseman. Crowder against Burks. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. He can't hit that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. Outside Holiday. Inside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, that basketball IQ you see from Holiday, understated but consistent, so valuable, especially in these pick and roll sets where he just cuts up defenses.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And now in his 14th NBA season, just one All-Star appearance for Drew Holiday, but that belies his greatness as a player.
Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Connaughton's checked in. Now here's Hayes. Pass to Stewart. Diallo against Ingles. Diallo no good. You know, Greg, you can make the case Drew Holiday is the prototypical two-way guard.
You know, and defense can sometimes go overlooked. Just one All-Star game, but Drew's impact perhaps greater than some other players with multiple All-Star seasons.
The Pistons lead it. Pass to Diallo. Back to Hayes. Ingles against Diallo. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Detroit, no good that time either. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the Bulls. Giannis passes to Lopez. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Jalen Duren.
You know, you can't say enough about how important Brook Lopez was to the Bucks' 2021 title run. He gave that team an element they needed to get over the top, particularly as a rim protector and a guy who could score when needed.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. When Lopez Clark arrived in Milwaukee in 2018, it was a pretty good union, wasn't it?
I agree, Kevin. I mean, he opened up their offense with his ability to stretch the floor as a big guy who can knock down threes, and then he really improved defensively and became an elite rim protector. The Bucks became a league power when Brook Lopez arrived, and a title came just a few years later. No coincidence.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Now here's Hayes. He's defended by Connaughton. And here is Duren. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And they get it back. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Ingles in the corner, launches it. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Diallo. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Here's Ingles. And Lopez throws it down.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Pistons trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
During the pass to Burks. Hayes with it. Over to the wing. Here's Diallo. The 17-footer goes down.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Burks against Giannis. Here's Ingles. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. 1:46 left to play in the first. Diallo against Antetokounmpo. Tries it from 9. That's good on the jump shot. And the Pistons lead by 1.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. The pass to Crowder. And here is Connaughton. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Burks looking around. They grab their own miss. Got a piece of it. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hayes. Offensive rebound.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Here's Beauchamp, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Count that one. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Lopez, and good that time. Lopez has got 6.
Defense really unable to stop it. Lopez very dangerous from that spot.
Hayes the pass to Stewart. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Beauchamp. And he banks in the layup.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Here's Beauchamp. And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
Ivy is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then it's Bagley. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Wiseman in at the 5 down low. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Just 5 on the clock. Bogdanovic, that's for 2. Here's Bagley. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
You know, when you think about the all-time greats in Milwaukee Bucks history, I mean, 2 names come right to mind at the top of the list. Lou Alcindor, also known now as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, D.A.?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, of course, Giannis is the Bucks leader, but it's still Coach Bud who calls the shots. Giannis says, as players, we have to accept Coach's plan. You got to trust. That's the only way it's going to work. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'm going to execute the game plan, and sometimes I'm not. Not because I don't want to, but it's just not my day. Kevin, that is very, very good perspective.
Agreed. Thanks, David. Clark, both Kareem and Giannis Antetokounmpo are greats in their own unique respective right, aren't they?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, forces of nature, both of those guys. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the iconic and unmatched skyhook, which was a lethal weapon. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, you think about his athleticism, his speed, his ball handling skills at 7 feet tall is something we've not quite seen. Both of those guys had similar impact in their uniqueness and their championship caliber mindsets.
And the Bucks are on a tremendous run here. The most consecutive playoff appearances since that streak they had back from 1980 to 91.
Here's Beauchamp. Middleton for 3. Offensive rebound.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Now, here's Ivy. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Defended by Middleton. Bagley dishes to Wiseman. And the layup is good. Wiseman's got his second bucket of the night. Greg, and back to the Bucks. The question is, how much longer do you think is their window?
That's just it, Kevin. They've got the players to win now, and that has to be the attitude moving forward. They're built to do it again, just need to push all the right buttons.
Here's Middleton after James Wiseman's bucket. Outside Holiday. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Holiday's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Boy, from three-point range, Holiday can really be effective now. He's worked on that part of his game over the years and forces the defense as a result to have to come out and guard him at times.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. They get it back. Bagley the pass to Wiseman. Bagley kicks to Ivy. Middleton against Bogdanovic. Passes it to Wiseman. From deep three-point range. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Pass to Allen. Here's Middleton. Over Bagley. Middleton can't get it to go. Pistons have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
Timeout called the Bucks. Cade Cunningham really making a difference here.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Allen outside. Pass to Portis. Allen against Cunningham. Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Allen.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now, here's Ivy. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Wiseman. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now, here's Portis. After James Wiseman's miss, Giannis dunks it down.
Persistence pays for Giannis there, using his athleticism and those long arms to collect second-chance opportunities for his team.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Ivy kicks to Bogdanovich. And there's the pass to Ivy. Cunningham outside. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Bagley trying to free himself up. And Bagley able to finish. Bagley's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Last time out, he had 14 points. Wiseman finds Bagley. Now, here's Ivy. 5 on the clock. Pass to Wiseman. Fires from deep. A rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. It's stolen by Wiseman. Bogdanovich wide open. Good on the triple. Bogdanovich has got himself on the board with 3 there. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
When the middle of the season rolls around, Clark, how much value do you think there is in keeping an eye on the standings, seeing what the other teams are doing?
You know, Kevin, I think it's a balancing act depending on your team and the makeup of your squad, where you are in the standings. In some cases, it could be a powerful motivator, but I don't think it should be something that discourages you. You have to keep an eye on what's real and what you can control. There's still time for some dramatic shakeups as the season unfolds.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Portis. Duren, he's checked in for James Wiseman. He hits both from the stripe.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
To the paint. Here's Duren. No good that time. Great D that time from Portis. Here's Middleton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jalen Durham.
You know, sometimes all you can do is knock Middleton around, be physical with him, and hope the shot doesn't go in. I mean, he's got a long, expansive reach, and a nice soft touch inside, and that presents problems for the defense.
And the picture of consistency, Chris Middleton is like a metronome. Gives you 20 points, over 5 rebounds and assists every year.
And the Pistons making a change here. Stewart's checked in, and Milwaukee with a change here too. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Middleton hits them both. And one reason for Middleton's consistency, he plays at his own pace.
And that's a great point, Kevin. With his size and shooting touch, he doesn't need to blow by his man to score. It's all about getting to his spots.
Bogdanovich passes to Ivy. A floater, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. Nobody near Allen. Not 3 off the mark. Detroit's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Ivy passes to Duran. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Pistons making a change here. Diallo's checked in. Crowder, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside Holiday. On the wing, Giannis. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Pass to Duran. Cunningham outside. Bogdanovich looking around. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Burks, he's checked in for the Pistons. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Here's Cunningham. Off the inbound. Crowder pulls it in. Now one against Diallo. The kick out to Lopez. No good on the 3. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Detroit. Trailing by 4. Off with the layup. The Bucks have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Here's Connaughton. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
You know, this is what happens when you combine center size with developing point guard skills. Giannis running the offense to perfection right there.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak.
Hayes, he's checked in for Cade Cunningham. Now Hayes. Diallo kicks to Hayes. And he drives in. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Pistons shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, That's really a good way to change the momentum in the game because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Burks on the wing, covered by Giannis. Throws it up high. Lopez with the steal. Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Stewart. Pistons trail by 5. And here's Hayes. And Burks now atop the key. Pass to Diallo. Here's Durham. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Antetokounmpo gets a very good look and converts. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 7 now for Milwaukee. Detroit has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Diallo against Allen. He's with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Diallo. There's the triple. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Diallo against Allen. Outside Crowder. And the 3 ball is good. And now it's a 10-point Bucks lead.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Burks. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Out to the right wing. Diallo has the open look. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
There's Giannis. 29 points for him last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
Now here's Allen. Trying to get open is Lopez. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Allen. Allen's got 4 assists in the game. .125 left here in the second. And the pass to Diallo. Burks against Crowder. So here's Burks. 8 points his last outing. Up top, Diallo. Defended by Allen. They get it back. Here's Durham. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
He misses the free throw. Detroit making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. He hits the second from the line. 59 seconds left in the first half. Holiday dishes to Crowder. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. And the Pistons with possession here. It's a 10-point game. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Detroit, no good that time either.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
The Bucks have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, they've taken a huge step forward at the free throw line this season, especially when you compare it to last season. They're a completely different team in that area.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Drew Holiday.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Buries it from three-point range. Bogdanovich has got 6.
Yeah, they've got a lot of terrain to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do just that.
Holiday looking for an opening. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Mike. Stout effort defensively in the first half. What did you do to limit them?
I just think our activity on the ball, we got to try and keep it in front of us. Our bigs did a good job, I think, being big in the paint, making things tough there. We got to finish it with the board.
Yep, rebounds and possessions, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 17 points, 12 rebounds, and 1 block. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. And, Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bucks?
The production they've gotten from the bench has been phenomenalistic. I don't know if that's a word, but it sounded good. I mean, as we know, depth is important to any team's success. They're demonstrating that tonight. And who knows, it might give the starters a kick in the pants. No one wants to be outshined.
Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
You can point to their long-range shooting as the main problem there. They're taking a lot of threes, and their percentage is hovering in the low 30s. That's too cold. 30 degrees, you need a jacket for that.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, sharing the wing spots, it's Allen and Middleton. The 4 and 5, Giannis and Portis. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. Antetokounmpo, no good. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Hands it from downtown. Bogdanovich has got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Pistons. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Bagley. And it's Giannis missing. It's so about Antetokounmpo. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Cunningham for 3. Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field. On the wing, Holiday. Allen. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
One thing you gotta love about Grayson Allen is his confidence.
For sure, and every good player has great confidence. And with Grayson, it shows up beyond the arc. I mean, we've watched him naturally morph into a volume three-point shooter. And every team values having a guy like him because he can really stretch the floor and create good spacing for your offense.
Here's Holiday after the basket by Detroit. Passes it to Allen. Fires for 3. Wiseman with the rebound.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Bucks leading by 6. Holiday goes in. Allen fires. That misses off the backboard.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Ivy. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Driving inside. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Well, when he puts his head down now, Holiday is like a controlled bull heading into the ring. A lot of ferocity, but it's under control.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Wiseman. Outside, Bagley. On deep. A rebound by the Bucks. Middleton on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich.
The athleticism of Middleton puts defenders in a rough spot. I mean, sometimes you just have to whack him and hope he misses the shot.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 14. Wiseman the pass to Bogdanovich. Good as the jump shot falls. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Bogdanovich is a versatile scorer, a threat from all over the court.
Bagley against Giannis. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Portis kicks to Allen. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Pistons trail by 8. Outside, Bogdanovich. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
For Milwaukee, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And he elevates for the slam dunk, and Marvin Bagley did not like that.
An absolute insane display of dribbling from Antetokounmpo. I mean, you can't take this guy lightly when he's got the ball. Mad handles for a guy of any size, but 7 feet tall. Come on, man. That's ridiculous.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
Well, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Now here is Holiday. 12 points for him. Allen against Cunningham. Now here's Antetokounmpo. D right on him. That's good from Holiday on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's never in a hurry. Great patience that time from Holiday. No rush, even though the shot clock was winding down.
Cunningham. Good D by Giannis. Bucks leading by 10. Here's Allen going inside.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Down by 12. Middleton against Bogdanovich. And there's the feed to Wiseman. Pass to Ivy. 5 on the clock. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Right side Holiday. The pass to Portis. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Portis. From deep. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Ivy. No good on the triple. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Portis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 6th assist on the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Detroit, no good that time either. And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. So it's Detroit now after the basket by Milwaukee. Knocked loose, taken away by Holiday. Pass to Portis. The shot's good. Portis has got 12.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Timeout called, the Pistons.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Duren, he's checked in for Wiseman. Stewart comes in for Marvin Bagley. Burks, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Diallo's subbed in for Cunningham. Now, here's Burks. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Knocks down the 10-footer.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Bucks leading by 16. To the inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Stewart after the basket by Milwaukee. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Bucks with possession here. Milwaukee's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
Hey, yo, right here.
Ingles against Burks. Giannis inside. 21 points in the game. Ingles can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 18. Burks kicks to Ivy. High arcing shot. Here's Durant. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's the three. They shoot again. Durant, no good. Bucks leading by 18. Beauchamp passes to Crowder. Down low. Here's Diallo. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Pass to Burks. Knocked away. Diallo kicks to Burks.
Yeah, I don't want to dismiss the defensive chops of Antetokounmpo. I mean, he is so good at handling himself on the defensive end, whether he's guarding his own guy or in position to help his teammates.
Beauchamp passes to Crowder. 6 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
The pass to Durant. Now here's Burks. And it's off from three-point range.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Pistons trail by 20. Inside, here's Diallo. Makes it off the glass. Diallo's got 9 points.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Passes it to Ingles. And there's the drive. And that one drops. Ingles has got his second basket of the night.
I think he catches him off guard with the spin move right there.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
Now, here's Stewart. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Second shot opportunity, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
2 shots.
And somehow it's become a real struggle at the free throw line. He's lost his way there. I mean, he's not having anywhere near the same success he had there last season.
First one falls for him. Bagley, he's checked in for Detroit. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Ingles. 59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And now Ivy running the floor all by himself. Now here's Diallo. He's guarded closely. Kicks to Ivy. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, lots of upside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Wiseman comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And it's Bogdanovich in for Burks. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Pass to Ingles. Giannis left side. That shot misses. Great D that time from Bagley. And Bogdanovich kicks to Ivy. And the pass to Wiseman. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Holiday.
And you got to respect how quickly Wiseman has adapted to big league play. He hit the ground running and has not looked back. Always growing as a player.
So he comes up empty, missing both. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Bucks on top, leading by 17. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Diallo, Bogdanovich out there with Bagley. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Wiseman in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Detroit right now. Now here's Diallo. Here's Cunningham. Lopez grabs the board. Bucks leading by 17. Now here's Middleton over Diallo. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
Now here's Wiseman. Here's Bagley. Lays it up off the glass. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Passes to Lopez. It's stolen by Wiseman. And now the Pistons fast break. Outside Bogdanovich. The offensive rebound. Bagley kicks to Cunningham. Goes up again, and it's Bagley getting it to go. Bagley's got 4 this quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Pistons trail by 15. Cunningham finds Bagley. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Back to Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Here's Cunningham. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, tough stuff from Cunningham inside, enduring the foul and able to get that one off.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Now here is Holiday. Allen outside. The three. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Now Diallo. Cunningham outside. Pass to Wiseman. And they call an illegal screen here.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Milwaukee leading by 16. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Middleton can't get it to go.
It's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he's struggled so mightily.
Gotta respect that Cunningham takes charge, making something happen and drawing the contact.
The first one falls. Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Thank you, David. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 23 points.
Giannis continues to expand his offensive arsenal, and with that, his confidence and ability can actually take over more.
Now here's Diallo. Yes, it is. For that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night. You know we have to see that great mobile one drive one more time.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
Holiday against Diallo. Middleton on the wing. Over Bogdanovich. And he can't bank that one in. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That will be foul number 5 on him. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Milwaukee leading by 14. And here's Middleton. Portis, good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
For Detroit, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Bogdanovich against Middleton. Outside, Bagley. Missed inside. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. It's Allen with the drive. And slam dunk by Allen.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish. You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Really left alone that time. Giannis has got 25 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now, here's Bagley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul it.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
And with the play-in tournament, single-game elimination comes to the NBA, Clark. It brings tremendous ratings in the college game, and it's good to see it, I think, here in the pros.
I agree with you 100%, Kevin. Absolutely. I mean, the midseason tournament might also have that same kind of appeal. I think those high stakes really make for compelling, dramatic viewing.
And the first one at the line is good.
Boy, for me, it's really been fun watching the evolution of Chris Middleton. I mean, a rangy two-guard who can really stuff the stat sheet.
Middleton hits them both. Here's Ivy. Cunningham outside. Stolen by Allen. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way. Bounce pass Middleton. And to Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Bagley. And the Bucks miss again.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Ivy passes to Wiseman. Great D that time from Portis.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
It's Allen on the wing. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action. I'm for it.
Here's Cunningham, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Cunningham's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Middleton finds Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. He can't get that one to fall. And Detroit the other way now. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Bogdanovich passes to Bagley. The shot from the low post is good.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Feeds to Antetokounmpo. Over Bagley. Rebounded by the Pistons. Wiseman's got 5 rebounds tonight. Cunningham drives in. Here's Ivy. And they'll get another chance.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Giannis powering his way on the jam there. Well done.
Detroit has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Ivy. He dishes it to Bagley. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket. And with the internet and social media, players Clark have so much more ability to engage with the public and be heard. Is that important?
Kevin, anytime you can empower folks to share their voice, their stories, and be authentic in their own way, I think that's a positive. Player empowerment is something that social media avails, not only to players, but I think to everybody. It doesn't just bring attention to the game, but also causes and commitments players have to their respective communities and issues that are going on in the world. So I think it can be far more good than bad when you think about the platform of social media.
And the Pistons with possession here after the basket by Milwaukee. Now the pass to Bogdanovich. Great D that time from Middleton. Bucks leading by 22. Allen outside. Outside Portis. For three, Middleton. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
And, well, Detroit shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Pass to Ivy. Looking to get back on track here. Another shot. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Milwaukee's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Kicks it down to Middleton. Lets it go with a three. Doesn't go that time. And Detroit the other way now. To the middle. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Here is Carter. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the games. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Detroit's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. He's covered by Matthews. Here's Hampton, and the shot goes in.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Carter outside, over Hampton, and it's Carter missing. The Pistons shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Hampton misses. Milwaukee in total control. And Matthews kicks to Giannis. Count it. Giannis has got 33 points.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bucks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And just breaking the spirit of their opponent 3 straight times this year. This win is going to give them a perfect 3-0 record with one left to be played on the season against Detroit.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Following the basket by R.J. Hampton. He's with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. And the rejection by Giannis. Now, here's Duren. Covered by Giannis. Tries yet again. Shots good by Duren.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Giannis. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Matthews. Carter kicks to Giannis. Back to Carter. Shoots the three. Rebounded by the Pistons. He's with it. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Chris. You see Giannis every day. He seems to still come up big every time.
He's showing how great he is. I mean, he's been consistent all year. He's been a threat in the paint. He's been a great leader, too. So, I mean, he's having a heck of a year, and we need him to be that player, that great player for us.
He's certainly performing at that level. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.